now, the books. Let's talk about the books.
Mm-hmm.
This man comes from, if you've heard, he comes from an illegal world, learn how to go to a legal world and do something for himself, went over to the stock market and done something for himself. Now, he's an author also. So you can also say Leronzo Williams, the author. Let's talk about the first book.
The first book is called Trauma to Triumph, Never Give Up. It's basically, it's a book on like what we just talked about, like beginning of my life, you know, and, you know, just basically my life story on from when I started as a teen, first having kids to now. That's what that book is about.
And I got through the first book totally. I haven't got through the second book. The first book was very interesting because you broke down a lot of stuff from your life and then coming into now. And I know this is going a little backwards, but I've never been shot.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been in that illegal world.
Right.
Been around a lot of dudes that's been shot. The first time you were shot and you was laying in that bed, you didn't go, man, I ain't doing this no more.
Not the first time I got shot. I ain't gonna lie, it was like, man, I'm getting that, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting my get back, you know? It's like, that's how I felt, you know?
And so like, let's fast forward a little bit. I think I met you or I knew who you was, I wanna say, I don't know, maybe 6, 7, 8 years ago, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, right around when I was knowing who you was, people were spreading the word of who you used to be.
Right.
But I'm like, I don't see that. Then a shooting happens.
Mm-hmm.
How did you, in that instance, once you woke up and you found out, you know, you lost another friend, how did you look at it like, man, people are gonna look at like, you know, I'm over here doing this legal thing, but I get shot. People are still gonna look at me like I'm doing something illegal. Did that?
Yeah, it bothered me a lot because, you know, like, I had just got these buildings, you know, like it was in 2019. A week before I had a big grand opening up in here. Had the Chamber of Commerce here, had all my family, you know, my friends. I had a lot of people was in here that I was just meeting. So that happened 7 days later. So once I woke up, you know, in the hospital, I'm like, oh man, that's finna, you know, everybody, they finna bring my past back up. You know, that's what I had in my head. And a lot of people did. That's how they feel, but that, man, it did mess with me for a while, for a few years, and then not to, you know, a lot of other people had thought like some other stuff, all that. He set his friend up and all that, but man, just the way that happened, I'm gonna tell you like this, it was part of God's plan. That's just how I feel. It was part of God's plan because, you know, sometimes you lose a lot of people, but you gain a lot more that really, really, really love you, because if somebody love you, man, they not gonna go off the hearsay, she say, you know?
And I've been in Mount Vernon for, I don't know, a little over 20 years. And I've been around a lot of people. And I'm not downing nobody in Mount Vernon. I don't want nobody to think that's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
But the strongest person I've met that looked like us is you.
Thank you, brother.
If you guys listen to this story, I didn't even know if I wanted to mention this. This man also just lost his son to the same violence that we were talking about. Anybody that knows his son, nobody speaks ill of that young man.
Yep.
Not one word. I didn't even personally know your son, but I knew of him and the things that he was doing.
Right.
I'm 52 years old, don't own one stock. This young man was doing something.
Yes, sir.
You and your wife, how do y'all get up every day and make it still happen?
Man, it'd be hard, you know, but we know that he won't want us just sitting around and not doing nothing, you know, because that happened to him, you know. Like we just wake up and push every day through it. Like I know that it's getting better, but it's something that we ain't gonna never forget, you know. And, you know, that's why, like what I was just saying about how people still judge me for my past, you know. Like me and my wife were talking about yesterday. People still judge me for my past, but my son had over 500 people at his funeral. And that speaks to facts on how he was raised by great people, by his grandparents and his parents, you know, and aunties, cousins, like he was raised the right way. So if I was still living that same life I was living back then, guess what? I got five boys, you know what I'm saying? I got 5 boys, they would have been out here terrorizing stuff.
And that was the sad thing that kind of pissed me off. Again, I knew because what you was up here trying to do, because I knew you was written to some people, Lindsay and Seth Arnold. So they spoke highly of you.
Right.
And so I'm like, people were speaking ill of you after that shooting. And I'm just like, wow, guys. Like, really? Like, y'all wasn't saying that about that man?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm a dude that come from the illegal world, so I don't know how to really tell a lie like that.
Right.
That gets you shot.
Yeah.
So I didn't understand why people were speaking ill of you, knowing what you was trying to accomplish. And I just wanted you to know that in this town, like when I walk around, I watch you from a distance.
Right.
So whatever you doing, I'm like, bro, I want some of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I might not be on the stock market side of it, but video side of it. When you said the first time I came and got my hair cut from you, you was like, hey, can you be here at 7:30? I'm like, yeah. I was like, a barber cut her at 7:30?
Yes, sir.
So that let me know you got up early and that you was on it. You was one of the first people that made me go, I need to have a schedule with video. I would just be randomly doing video.
Right.
How did you get so disciplined with the way you do things? Because it looks like you did that probably in the legal world too. Real discipline. So how did you get so disciplined and stern with what you do? Because
most of the people that I do a lot of research on, they discipline, you know, like Warren Buffett, he got a schedule. Like Wall Street Chapter, he got a schedule. Eric Thomas, he got a schedule. Like most of the people who I just study, man, they got a schedule, and I know that that's what goes with what I got going on, having a schedule, you know, because like I had different stages in my barbering career. I remember my first shop, I used to get on Facebook some mornings and record myself in the mirror. I'd be like, I just talked to my boss. He said I ain't coming. I ain't got to come in today. Just goofy stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I grew out of that. You know, but I had different stages in my life on being just to me dumb. But that's once I realized I need a schedule. Once I started dealing with like the stock market, investing in real estate, you know, and my main thing is raising my kids the right way. They got to have something to look up to.
So social media, you just spoke about that. How do you think you need to use social media for your business? Do you think you need that to help your business thrive?
I'm gonna say I don't have to have it, but it's a must because it's 2026 and you know, like me, I'm steady learning new stuff. Like right now, I'm learning how to run ads the right way, how to, you know, get ranked in Google, run Google ads, you know, Instagram, Facebook. Like that's what I'm using social media for the right way now. And I've been in business for almost 14 years, but guess what? I'm still learning. Like I've been telling my wife, I told my wife not too long ago, I said, baby, you know what? Let's go back to what we talked about. I said, baby, you know what? I feel like I've been in business for all these years. I told her this last year. I said, I've been in business for 13 years, but I said, I just feel like I've been a good hustler. I said, I never really learned the business part about what I got going on. Now, I'm at the point in my life, I'm learning the business behind barbering.
So that's impressive too. You took, again, the hustling part and put it to work in the legal part.
Right.
Once you got so far, you said, okay, the hustle worked, but learning and educating myself will take me further.
Right.
So
Yep.
what's the message that you would give to any youngster that's looking to do whatever they trying to do, but to also stay out of that illegal world?
Man, I said this the other day to some people. They came here and gave me an interview, and I say the best thing to do, man, is, even if you in the legal world, you just getting out, even if you're not in it at all, but if it's something that you want to do in life, find somebody who's successful in it. And you follow that person. Just follow that person. If they got a coaching program, you really like this person, get in the coaching program. You got to find your coach. That way you are jumping into something and you're not bumping your head like they already did. They're going to show you how to get a straight path to it. It's going to take money. It's going to take hard work. It's going to take having a schedule. It's going to take all the stuff that you're not used to. And the number one thing it's going to take is you stop strolling on that Facebook. Because there's another message I can give y'all youngsters. You can say that you want to be a content creator. But guess what? You doing your content thing, you learning, you making videos, but time you get on Facebook and you scrolling, you see another content creator that's successful in that, in your head you take, man, I can't do this. And they throw you off your square. So just believe in yourself, man. Just go get coaching and believe in yourself. Be your biggest fan. And that's what I got to say.
You just said something too, because that actually was my last question. But you just said something. How do we get the young people to understand that they are enough? They don't have to be like everybody else.
Man.
That they are enough. Because I know what you just said. They want to be a content creator. They want to be a barber. Or they go look at somebody else like, oh man, I can't do that. Look at that dude doper than me. Or whatever they thinking.
Right.
Your brain is your biggest tool.
Yeah. But I feel like, just like what you said when you first came here, you said you used to always say you feel like you couldn't do what you're doing now, right? That's what they gotta do. They gotta, don't doubt themselves. Don't speak that into the world, because anything you wanna do, you gotta learn how to do it. It's gonna be hard at first. When you was born, you had to learn how to crawl first. Then you had to learn how to walk. Then you start running. Anything in life you had to learn. Once you had to start learning how to drive, you had to do it in driver's ed. Then your mama started giving you the car, then you bought your own car. Like, it's different stages to everything in life.
People don't, that's the other thing. They want to cut the process out. Yep. So nobody wants to go through the process. Yep. They want to go from A to Z.
Yes.
And leave out everything in the middle.
Yeah.
So with all of that being said, tell people where they can come get a haircut from you at. Regardless of, because anybody can see this. Mm-hmm. Tell them where they can come in Mount Vernon to get a haircut from you at.
You can come get a haircut from me at 813 Broadway here in Mount Vernon, downtown Mount Vernon. My schedule is 8:30 to 7 at night, Tuesday through Friday, 8 o'clock to 5:30 on Saturdays.
And let them know where they can pick up the books at.
You can pick up the book on Amazon. Like I said, the first book is called Trauma to Triumph, Never Give Up. And the second book is The Wealth Building Barber. The seven keys to success. I done forgot my own book name. Seven keys to building wealth. Got a brain thought.
Hey, this man doing so much.
But Amazon, and you can come down here to the barbershop and pick the book up.
So we've been here with Leronzo Williams, the Wealth Building Barber, the author. I ain't even gonna call him an ex nothing, because that's his past.
Yes, sir.
Your future is what you are, and your past is not in existence anymore. Mm-hmm. So I hate when people say that ex. I'm speaking to the ex drug dealer. No, I'm speaking to Leronzo Williams, the wealth building barber, and the author.